Hello everyone, you're watching a special live stream bringing you by China Plus and CRI Learn Chinese. This is Huang Yue. I'm joined by Una and Niu behind the camera. We're saying hi to you from Xinjiang, yes, this wonderland that we have spent over 2 weeks traveling across. And if you followed our pages, which are China Plus America, China Plus South Africa, China Plus News, and CRI Learn Chinese, you would have already known that we are spending a month-long expedition traveling across this wonderland that covers 1/6 of the total land area of China. And we have already met a lot of interesting people. We have enjoyed the beautiful, the marvelous natural sceneries, and today we are here in the county called Market or Maigaiti in Mandarin, because we are going to show you some very special paintings that are all done by farmers who have never received any professional trainings. So let's start from here. So you can see in this whole village, or let's say this cultural park, you will see all the walls have been decorated with these amazing paintings, and these paintings are all done by the local farmers living here in the county named Market. And here, as you can see, this desert is the famous renowned Taklamakan Desert. And number 39, do you know what does this mean? I'll check your comments. Do you know what does the number 39 mean in this painting? Oh, we have Kenny join us and Jessie as well. Good afternoon, Niu, Huang, and Una. Good afternoon to you, Kenny. How are you today? And Jessie is watching with you. Thank you, Jessie, for always being here. So we are here in the county called Market, and we are going to show you all the beautiful paintings done by the local Uyghur farmers, and who have never received any professional training, but they are very, very talented, and they created all the beautiful paintings. And the first painting we are looking at right now is this one, and you can see this is the famous Taklamakan Desert, and with the number 39. Do you know what does the number 39 mean in this painting? You can tell us in comments if you know the answer. Well, make sure you like and share this live stream as much as possible, because we have many fascinating live streams to share with you today and every day in our month-long journey here in Xinjiang. All right, so this desert, like I said, this is the famous, the world-renowned Taklamakan Desert, and the 39 means it located in the northern latitude 39 degrees. So do you get the answer? All right. So if you travel to this area, the Taklamakan Desert is definitely one of the must-visit spots here. It's really worth visiting, because in addition to the desert scenery itself, you can also enjoy the green trees in the desert, which we call is a wonder that created by the people here. And so that equipment you are looking at right now is actually called Sahadi, or rotating swing. If you've catched our live stream, in our previous live stream, you will know that we've already paid a visit to the Dolan tribe, and the rotating swing is actually one of their traditional activities. And in that previous live stream, if you missed that previous live stream, we do suggest you to watch the playback, and you will see the local Dolan people, local Dolan farmers, they are really good at this skill, and they can do acrobatics actually on that rotating swing. But this one, I can see it has been transformed into kind of like entertainment, so that tourists who come to visit this place can also try on that rotating swing equipment. So here I would like to try a little bit of that, even though I don't know how to do acrobatics on that, but I think that's gonna be a very interesting experience. All right. And while you are, if you take a look around the walls surrounding us, you will see that it reveals the changes of the 4 seasons of the Taklamakan Desert. Sorry, excuse me. So Una and I are going to have fun on this rotating swing. Don't be shy.
Hello to Zach. Welcome to the live stream of China Plus and CRI Learn Chinese.
Holding the
I'm holding the camera with Huang Yue and Una in front of the camera. Quite a fun exchange of roles for me. And they are about to step on, well, actually they are already sitting on the rotating swings. You can see there are 2 seats and they are rotating. We have Mr. Wei helping us with this special live stream, special activity. He's a very nice gentleman. Jessie saying no worries, Huang Yue.
Hello. So, this is one of the traditional activities that Dolan people
Una is skillful.
enjoy in their daily life. If you watched our previous live stream in the Dolan tribe, you would know that they can really do very amazing exercise on the swing. 听不见吗? Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear Huang Yue's voice? Not mine. Can you hear Huang Yue's voice? She is hiding her fear by letting go of her hands. I think she's getting better at this. They're letting go of their hands and enjoy themselves. Correction, Una is enjoying herself. Huang Yue is in the middle of the air. Okay, so she's screaming 太高了, too high, way too high. I have to say it's really, really high. You can see that they're at least above 2 meters. Didn't realize we're gonna have this section in today's live stream. You can see that Una is really enjoying herself, wearing a super cool sunglasses, whereas Huang Yue is doing this all for you guys. So if you like the live stream, please like and share and comment as much as possible. Seriously, she is doing all this for you because I can see that she's not like really enjoying or anything. She's a little bit scared. Okay, so it's slowing down. So if you ever visit this place, you can come here and try this yourself as well.
I'm going to cry.
Okay, so Huang Yue is going to cry, and Una is quite talented indeed, as well as Huang. That's from Jessie. She's not gonna cry. She's
I'm a coward.
She's exaggerating. Being scared is part of the fun. That's what Kenny is saying, which is quite true. Okay, slowing down. Let's have a close up. Jessie is saying you both should be careful. Okay.
Like super easy. 谢谢. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Una.
You're welcome.
Easy.
In Chinese, we say 梨花带雨.
No, it's not. I'm not 梨花带雨影, okay? I'm not crying. I'm not crying. So, as you can see, even though with the simplified version of this rotating swing, I'm still a little bit scared. So you can imagine how talented those Dolan people are when they are doing all the performance on the swing. They're amazing. I'm not. All right. Okay. So the painting you are looking at right now is actually the Taklamakan Desert, and this is the summer. They have showed the changes of the 4 seasons, the different sceneries on the painting, and that one is the spring, and here summer. You can tell from the changing colors of the populous euphratica trees in the desert. And also here comes autumn, and they have bonfire party at night. And the camel team, you see, traveling across the desert. That's one of the most that's one of the sceneries that you can witness in the desert.
Huang, you are nothing less than amazing.
Oh, thank you. Who's saying that?
Jessie.
Oh, thank you, Jessie. Thank you so much. Let me check your comments here. All right, so we are doing this live stream on China Plus America, China Plus News, China Plus South Africa, and CRI Learn Chinese. And Kenny says Huang is crying of joy. I have to admit I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I'm a little bit scared. All right. Jessie says Huang needs some ginger tea. No way. I hate ginger tea. You are nothing less than amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so like I said, if you travel here, Taklamakan Desert is definitely one of the must visiting spots here, and you can appreciate the scenery of the desert itself, of course, and also you can learn some stories about the Populus euphratica trees. It's actually the symbol of the spirit here in the desert, as well as representing the spirit of the people who live near the desert. All right, so now how time flies. Now it comes winter, and as you can see, people have developed a tourism industry in this area so that tourists can enjoy ice skiing here. It's a like natural resort for an ice skiing. And as you can see, there were many trees being planted in the desert so that people here living even near the desert, they can enjoy a better environment than decades ago. And nowadays they have expressways so that more and more travelers can come to this place so that they can make a living, earn more money through the tourism industry. That's a good thing for them. All right, let's keep walking. We have a lot of amazing paintings to show you. They are all done by the farmers living here, and this county is also one of the places here in Xinjiang where the Dolan people live. Actually, if you watched our previous live stream, you would know that Dolan people, they are a branch of Uyghur people, and their culture is a branch of Uyghur culture. And they've lived in the lower reaches of the Yarkand River, which is here. So you would see a lot of their culture revealed in the village, including the Dolan Milkam and Dolan dance, the 12 Mashrab. If you watched our live stream, we danced with them in that live stream. We do recommend you to watch the playback of that. And oh, Jessie said, I remember no ginger tea for you. Thank you. Kenny says, are there camel around? In this village, I didn't see any camel, but I believe they do have camel somewhere around here. And Lucinda, hi, hello Lucinda, how are you? Lucinda says the artwork is amazing. Yes, and remember, these artwork, these paintings are all done by farmers who even don't know how to write, don't know how to read. They are very talented at painting these pictures, and all the content of these paintings are inspired by their daily life, while at the same time these paintings reflect their lives in return. All right, let's keep walking. And actually this is called a Papusi Stadium. I believe this is stadium for them to have fun, to have some sports for these farmers living here. So this is, I'd like to say, the Dolan style hockey. Here people are having fun playing hockey. So people are having fun playing hockey. You can tell from this picture, from this painting. And here it's also one of the traditional activity or sports game for Dolan people. The goat fighting. We also showed you in our previous live stream in that Dolan tribe, and we know it's a little bit primitive, might be a little bit bloody, but you know, this is their traditional activity. And this is dog fighting. Dog fighting is something similar to the goat fighting. And tug of war here. I have to admit that this gesture is a little bit weird for them to do tug of war, the activity. And that one especially, that's really amazing. That's the wire walking. In Uyghur culture, for Dolan people, the wire walking is called what? Dawazi. All right, they have their own way to describe this kind of activity. They call it dawazi, and it's actually wire walking. And they each of them carries the stick to keep them in balance, and they even one of them even rides a unicycle on the wire.
Someone can play ballet.
They can do ballet. Oh, that's amazing. They can do ballet on the wire. So are they all good at acrobatics, like on the swing or on the wire? All right. So also the camel team, because people live near the Taklamakan Desert, and so camel and desert are two of the most common elements in their paintings. Well, some senior people are enjoying their leisure time by playing chess, maybe, or just playing card or mahjong. All right, so this is the right way they do tug of war, right? Not that gesture. This is the right way to do tug of war. Do you ever participate in this kind of activity? Because I remember in China, in our primary school or middle school or high school, I believe many students must participate in such kind of activity so that they can get higher score in their physical exercise classes. And this is a scenery that shows the winter sports, winter activity of the Dolan people here, living here. I believe it's a kind of ball game.
Oh, 打嘎.
打嘎. What is 打嘎?
那个棍, like stick.
Una told me that this is a traditional activity called 打嘎.
The shorter one will fly
Huh?
up. The longer stick to hit the
Oh,
bottom.
you use the longer stick to hit the
And-
shorter one,
Yeah.
and then
the shorter one will be flying up.
oh,
And
that's
the
something.
hat, they will get the shorter one.
Oh,
That he will win.
oh, that's cool.
But
That's
if
something
he
that
missed,
okay.
he will win.
So this is something that we don't have in inland areas of China. It only exists in this part of China or in Mongolian ethnic group.
Northeast China.
Northeast. All right. So Una told me this kind of activity actually exists in northeastern part of China, and that's why I don't really know much about this activity, because my hometown is located in eastern part of China. All right. It's nice to learn some culture, some sports, some activities.
New game.
New game, yes. From other parts of the country, because this is a huge country, and this trip also offers the opportunity for me to learn more about people from other places across the country. And here, as you can see, this is a party. This is a party for the Dolan people and Uyghur people, as we say that the singing and dancing are just like in their DNA. They're like born in this way, good at singing and dancing and playing all the different kinds of instruments. The drum, the kind of I don't know. this is 一种什么乐器呢? I don't know. It's kind of a Uyghur instrument. And also, they're dressed in their traditional costume and wearing the beautiful hats. All right, this one is interesting because before we came to this place to check all the paintings, we we're a little bit curious about this painting, what it is telling us. Una says they're having fun, but I think maybe they're in a fight or something. What do you think? You can tell us in comments. What do you think? All right. We do have a lot of friends with us today. Let me say hi to all of you. And we know this is now it's 4:20 p.m. here in Xinjiang. It's not the we don't usually do the live stream in this period of time. But thank you all for tuning in. And oh, Betty says can't really hear her. You mean when I was on the swing? Sorry for that. And all right. Oh, Betty says hi, Kenny. Kenny says hi, Betty. That's pretty nice. That's really nice to see you guys making friends with each other. And Lucinda says that is so special. They can express themselves through artwork since they don't know how to read or write. Yes, that's definitely is amazing. You know, these farmers in their daily life, in their daily they are so busy at farm work, but after they finished their farm work, they just pick up the painting brushes and do all of these amazing paintings on the wall. And actually, when we were heading to this place, we passed by the village, and we can witness that almost on every wall of this village, you can witness different kinds of paintings just like this. All right. Kenny asked, does someone maintain these artwork? Yes, of course. I believe this is kind of like a gallery, like a museum, a tiny museum for them to collect all the extraordinary paintings for visitors to appreciate. So there must be someone here maintain these artwork. And Terry Lan says you are so beautiful. Thank you very much. I believe you are saying that these paintings are beautiful. Thank you. And Lucinda says I loved tug of war in school. Oh, really? Actually, I didn't have much experience participating in the tug of war because I'm not that one who was good at sports, so I believe I can be the cheerleader. All right. Okay. William also says hello to everyone. All right. Look at this one. Check this picture. It's also the activity rotating swing or Sahadi in their language, rotating swing, Sahadi in their language. You can see they can do really, really amazing moves in the air on the swing. And we really recommend you to watch the playback of our previous live stream that we did in the Dolan tribe to show you how people they enjoyed the rotating swing. All right. William says Alaska, so you're from Alaska. Hello, hi, and we have oh, Kenny says I think the painting showing someone who getting spanked by a tower, that one. I agree with you. Oh, Arlena asked, is that a snake? No, it's not a snake. And Eddie says, hey, Eddie, how are you? We're doing this live stream in Xinjiang, and this county specifically is called Makhet. Yes, because I'm trying to catch the pronunciation of the local language dialect. In Mandarin, we call it Mai Gai Ti, but in English, you can call it Makhet. All right. So this painting shows also one of their traditional activities, catching the sheep. So can you see that this man, it looks like they are doing the horse racing, but can you see this man is actually trying to get the sheep that this man hid in his clothes. All right, this is also one of their traditional activities, catching the sheep. And if you watched our live stream we did in Yili, in 天马玉河. So the horses bathed in the river in Zhaosu. Yes, they also showed us this game. And wrestling, of course, wrestling is also one of their favorite sports. And you might find it a little bit similar to the Mongolian culture. That's because, yeah, we've already we told you this before. There's a story about how Dolan people, how Dolan the name come from. So in the 13th century, the Mongols, led by the Genghis Khan, conquered many areas in Asia and East Europe. So and they established the Mongol Empire at that time. And the vast area south of the Tian Shan Mountains is the fifth of the Chagatai, the second son of Genghis Khan. So after Chagtai's death, the Mongol royal members started a long-term military dispute to try to fight for the inheritance right. And during the 200 years from the end of the 14th century to the 16th century, the fiefdom of Chagatai split into many independent small kingdoms and grounds, and they fought with each other for a long time. And in order to avoid the chaos of the war, people fled one after another. And at that time, the Mongolian nobles were feudal serf owners, and they plundered a large number of poor people as slaves, worked in their tribes, and enriched their army. So Dolan people were born from these refugees and slaves. During the Chagatai period, the term Dolan meant gathered together in piles. So they could not bear the bullying and fled to the lower reaches of the Yarkand River that is located here in order to resist oppression, exploitation, avoid the disaster of war. So they've settled down here in this village and in some other places in Xinjiang, in the lower reaches of the Yarkand River, to enjoy their own life here. All right, so that's why you can feel a little bit similarity between the Dolan people and the Mongolian ethnic group. And here, also one of their traditional activities, chicken fight or cockfight or rooster fight, whatever you like to call it. And this we also showed you in our previous live stream. All right. Okay, so we do have a lot to share with you because this place, they have collected so many beautiful paintings done by the Dolan farmers here. And as we mentioned, the Dolan culture is a branch of Uyghur culture and has its own unique features. And many experts and scholars are interested or curious about their culture, but they haven't got rich results after coming to this place to study about it. That is because Dolan culture just exists in folk form, just like in the paintings or in the mukam, the music, or in their dance. They do not have much content or records in the literature. Right, more paintings for you to appreciate here, and you can tell from all the paintings that they are all inspired by their daily life. So that one also shows people of are they from the Uyghur ethnic group? I cannot tell from their hats. 姐姐，你好，想问一下，这个画里的是维吾尔族的吗？是维吾尔族的。这个帽子好像有点不太一样。
我们那个帽子有些高，有些小嘛，有些大。
这不一致的啊。Okay, so I was told by the tourist guide that they are also of the Uyghur ethnic group, and I was a little bit impressed because the tourist guide told me that they actually have different styles of hats, and they are having fun under the trees in the Taklamakan desert. Okay. And here, as you can see, this old man, this senior man, he's really happy because it's the harvest season to get a lot of watermelons. And I have to mention that here in Xinjiang, all the melons, all the different melons are super sweet. It's like too sweet for us. Last night actually, we were in Kashgar and we traveled to the Kashgar old city, old town, and we tried the night market in Kashgar, and we tried some local snacks and melons and fruits. Oh, I do love their melons. They're so sweet, like grapes, melons, and also apples and pears. Just amazing. Alright, so you can take a look at this statue here. So this man is trying to paint his model over there. Okay. So his model is carrying the calabash, 葫芦, we say in Mandarin. Okay. Right. Oh, that's very nice because they not only use the they do have some embroidery works to show you that this is also their artwork.
Thanks.
Yes, they can use what they have from their farmland to create the paintings. That painting, can you take a look at it there? That one? Yes. All those materials the painter used are actually dates. And that one, they use the corns. Can you see that? And it says the Chinese characters. Oh, if you're from the CRI Learn Chinese page, that two Chinese characters you can pronounce as 丰收. 丰收 means harvest. 丰收, and they use corns to create this painting. That's amazing. And also here they also use walnuts and some leaves, walnuts, dates, and leaves to create this painting. How creative and imaginative. All right. Okay, speaking of CRI Learn Chinese page, let me check some comments from that page because we're doing this live stream simultaneously on 4 pages here. Let me see whether are there any comments from Learn Chinese page. Okay. 拔河 tug of war, yes, and 画廊 gallery, yes. Do one ask 这个地方是哪里？这是新疆的麦盖提县. So this is a county called Maket. It's located in Xinjiang. Alright, scenery 景色 and desert 沙漠 and scared 害怕. Alright. And this painting is also interesting because when I first looked at this, I was like, oh, why are they doing this farming work in the bowl? And then Niu reminded me. Niu says that's because all the happy life, all the feast that you are enjoying in their daily life are through their hard work. Let's go. And this is the painting that shows people are enjoying the modern life. They're watching TV, and some of them are reading newspapers.
The painting is showing beef noodle soup.
What? Which one? Which one?
See here.
Let me check.
Here. That painting is showing.
Penny says that painting is showing beef noodle soup. That was also what I was thinking about because you can see the cows in the bowl, but actually they are doing farming work in the bowl. Okay. Oh, that's also a painting all done by dates and walnuts. Yeah, dates and walnuts. That's because the dates can be used as the color red and the walnuts can be used as the color brown. So they can also show the different color of their dresses, their costumes, through the different materials they used in their daily life. Walnuts like this. Cotton, yes, like we mentioned for many times that Xinjiang is also famous for its production of cotton, and it actually produces one of the best cotton in the country. And they also export cotton to other countries around the world. And also that painting is also done by Walnuts. That is the man painting the desert scenery of desert and the camel team. Actually, personally, I like this one very much. This is my favorite piece. Oh, should I touch it? Oh, all right, this is the second. All right, Una just keeps reminding me this. So this is my second favorite one. So what is my favorite one? You will see it later. This is my second favorite one. All right, let's keep walking. Shall we get inside the gallery, the museum? Because they do have a lot of pictures inside. And that one is Niu's favorite. Niu's favorite piece is over there. It's Niu's favorite piece. And a Uyghur lady with the Uyghur lady with the curves, with the silk scarf. And she's a little bit shy, I can tell from her expression. All right. Oh, Kenny asked, are you going to buy a painting? You know, I have this question before. I asked like, can I buy 1 or 2 pieces of the painting? But I don't know. I don't know whether they are for sale. I love them. And oh, Eddie says, all you Chinese people are very smart. Thank you, Eddie. It's very nice of you saying that. Kenny says, that is impressive artwork and detail with the painting. Thank you. All the paintings, I have to say, they do pay a lot of attention to the details. So this one is called The Huge Change to Their Hometown. The Huge Change to Their Hometown. So before, you can take a look at this part. Before, I feel like I'm a teacher. So before, this whole place is a desert, and people ride horses, or they can only walk, or they lead the camel team. But with the development of the society here, you can see now they have the high-speed train, they have cars, they have buses on the road, and the road is really nice built, I have to say. So this you can see they are really grateful to the changes that happened to their hometown so that they can enjoy a better life than decades ago. And that beautiful lady is sewing the silk called idlus. That's a special silk that you can find here in Xinjiang. And if you can take a look at all the beautiful Uyghur ladies, they wear colorful dresses, and their dresses are all made from this beautiful silk called idlus. Okay, all right, another Uyghur lady or Dolan lady, she is embroidering her hats. Take a look at the detail. So her fingers carrying the needle and the thread. That's really nice. And the pattern on the background is actually the pattern you can find on their dresses.
人心美。眉毛，他们眉毛连在一起。
Why is that? Why they have this kind of eyebrow?
因为妈妈想让小朋友不要离家太远，所以会把他的眉毛画的连起来，这样小朋友就会离家太远，长大。
Wow. Yeah, it's the first time for me to know that. Niu told me that the reason why they have this length eyebrow is because their mother don't want them to go that far from home. So, so you connect the two eyebrows together. It's the link with your family, with your home. Okay, that's sweet. Planting. So the grandpa is planting trees with his granddaughter.
这是跳舞的果粒和爷爷吗？
That might be the dancing grandpa that we watched in yesterday's live stream in Kashgar with his granddaughter. Oh, so here comes Una's favorite piece. Here comes Una's favorite piece. Why do you love this? 家庭纠纷, it's family, domestic dispute, family quarrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the expression of the little girl.
So as you can see, so they're having a very violent or fierce quarrel with each other, the couple. The two of them, we don't know what they are fighting for, but take a look. Oh, yes, the detail, you can tell from the teeth. And this is their daughter. And here is the other daughter. She is scared, so she hides herself behind the door. And the table is a mess. Okay. So here, the theme of this painting is actually telling the love from your mother, the love from your mom. So you can see here the painter used different, the love from your mom from different species. The birds, the chicken, the sheep, the fish, and the 鸭子还是鹅呀？这是鹅 geese, okay. All right. So this one, it tells the story of the donkeys trying to learn how to do the farm work in a scientific way, while at the same time, take a look, their owner is drunk and lying behind them. Lazy people, lazy people. All right, that one is interesting also. The two couples are trying to drive the old man. I believe that's ironic because that's ironic and sarcastic because it's trying to tell you the phenomenon that exists in the society, that some younger generation, they refuse to work, they refuse to go out for
Make a living.
to make a living by themselves. Instead, they try to get as much money from as possible from their parents. Jessie says, yes, Una has this piece on her account.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, Arlena asked, how many artists are there working there? Actually, I don't know how many artists are there here because these paintings are all done by farmers, local farmers living here. So perhaps maybe every farmer can do this painting. So they are just born in this way, like an artist. All right, so here comes my favorite piece. My favorite piece, it says brave woman, brave lady. A brave woman. So you can see this lady, she is strong and she carries her husband on her shoulder and her husband is drunk. So she used the stick. 这是个鞋拔子吗？ So she used the shoehorn and I think she's going to beat him.
Why do you like it so much? Well done.
I just think, these days, especially in nowadays society, many, or should I say, from I can tell a lot of such kind of saying from the previous generation, especially like my parents or my grandparents. It's like the women, the ladies, are always hardworking. They bear a lot of burden of their family, but at the same time, the men, they just enjoy drinking, and they're drunk all the time, you know. So
beat him.
so this is a way, you know. I just hope that every family member can shoulder the same responsibility. All right.
Love and peace.
Okay. All right. This one is it's a happy bird. The Chinese name of this painting is happy bird, 幸福鸟, 幸福鸟, happy bird. And we can tell that what makes you happy is you have parents and children and wife and green trees and bread. I believe this represents food, and also knowledge, because this represents book, right? And knowledge. So with all the family members and friendly environment and knowledge, you can have a happy life. Okay. Kenny says, so much talent in one village. Yes, you know, these here in the village, the Dolan village, if you come to this county called Maket in Xinjiang, you should definitely visit this museum or gallery to appreciate these paintings, because you will be dazzled. These are all done by farmers who have never received any professional training, but they can do all these paintings inspired by their daily life. And in return, their paintings reflect their lives. And these farmers, you know, some of them might even not know how to read or how to write, but they can paint, so they can tell their own stories, their culture, their history. Another blacksmith here, that one we met in yesterday's live stream in Kashgar, Old Town, Old City. All right. Any other? Let me check your comments. Any other? Oh, which one? This one. Okay, so this one you can tell that we know that Xinjiang, excuse me, Xinjiang is home to different ethnic groups here. So you can tell that in this picture, this women of ethnic minority group is trying to learn something or communicate with this woman from a Han group. So this, from here, you can tell that people of different ethnic groups live harmonious, live happily here in the city, in the county. And also, this old man is riding a donkey, and he uses camels to carry all the materials he might need in his daily life. Wood and blanket, carpet. Oh, maybe he's going to sell the blanket, right?
Going to a bazaar.
Oh, another party over there. Another senior man used a donkey to carry the wood to the bazaar. Cool. Oh, party, celebrate the harvest. And the lady is carrying the pumpkin. Do they have a lot of pumpkins here?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Cool. That's very nice. Kenny says, when visiting the place, what is the best way to support the local and keep them going? I think you can just tell them how amazing, how talented they are, and try to support them as much as possible. And, when we are on our way to this village, we were discussing that some professional painters, artists, they might think that their paintings are not of much value from their perspective. But when we watched all these paintings by ourselves, we think they are really doing a good work. They're really doing it in a talented way. So just ignore those professional suggestions. You are good, you are great, you are fantastic, all right? And this one? Okay, so the villagers, the farmers here are celebrating harvest under the tree. And I believe it must be autumn. You can tell from the color of the tree, from the leaves. And in this giant painting, you can tell perhaps the whole picture of their daily life. You can have the rotating swing in the middle of the painting and people dancing and singing in this corner. And they have a lot of melons here. The watermelon and 哈密瓜, how do you say 哈密 melon? It's one of the local specialties. Sweet melon, the sweetest melon in the world, I would say. Because I love it so much. Yesterday we tried that. It's amazing. You should try that if you come here. So, honey melon. All right. Anyway, I would like to call it the sweetest melon in the world. Okay, so the char, the roasted mutton. And this dates, are they dates? Yes, dates. And walnuts, yes. And they're singing and dancing and playing different kinds of instruments. And over their head, the grapes. That's also one of their specialties. And far away there, the Taklamakan Desert, the beautiful trees, and the camel team over there. Oh, why the activity they're catching a rabbit? What do you call it? Bulu. It's a Mongolian activity. Bulu. So this traditional activity is actually called bulu in Mandarin. In Mongolian, all right. Bulu, Mandarin. In Mongolian.
How do they do that?
Use a stone, a rock to hit the rabbit, and then
eat it.
Okay.
Adopt it.
Adopt it as a pet. The way they catch the sheep, also one of their traditional activities, one of their traditional games.
Dead sheep.
That.
它已经死了。
Okay.
它不是个 sheep.
Okay. All right. Hockey. They play hockey. I didn't know that people in this part of China also play hockey until I come here. All right. This technique, this skill, really needs a lot of experience, a lot of talent to do it. And people of Mongolian ethnic group and Uyghur ethnic group are especially good at this.
Korea?
They can do that. Korean ethnic group. Oh, so Mongolian ethnic group, Uyghur ethnic group, and Korean ethnic group, who live mostly in the northeastern part of China. And last year in April, I traveled to the Mongolian Autonomous Prefecture in northeast part of China, and I even lived with a lady of the Korean ethnic group, and she told me a lot of their story, and that is also amazing, unforgettable experience. Is that the carriage in their traditional style? And you can see even in the carriage they use various kinds of colors, and the usage of their color is really bold, and magically it's beautiful. And all right, also you can see these Uyghur ladies are sewing. 这是桌布吗？还是 maybe, or for their quilts or pillows. Which one? This one? No. I know. You know, every time when I watched some kind of a documentary or TV series or like variety shows, people try to tell their like the lifestyle about their parents, and this is one of the important elements, you know, of our parents. So, but I've never seen this. I've never seen this before in my daily life, in real. Okay, I think I only saw this in a museum, 国博, the National Museum of China. I don't know. Okay. Honeydew melon. All right, honeydew melon. Jessie told me 哈密瓜, honeydew melon. I love that so much. Okay. So let's keep walking. We do have, so here we have come outside the gallery, and they do have a lot of other pieces of work exhibiting here outside. Eh, 这个是直接可以画吗？是，您是画吗？您是自己会画吗？ So you can see they are using all these materials to create such a painting. And here we very luckily we meet one of the local people here who is good at painting. Take a look at the palette. The palette itself is like a piece of artwork, right? I just love the mix of all the different colors. All right. Now, all right, we do have some other paintings over there. Let's take a look. Jessie says, thank you for showing us all these artworks today. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jessie. I'm just so excited to see all the beautiful paintings because me, myself, I'm not good at painting at all. I tried my best to learn some painting skills, but I'm really not that talented at painting. So do you love painting? You can tell us in comments. All right, so here there are some other paintings hanging on the wall. That's also showing the scenery that people dancing under the Populus euphragtica trees in the Taklamakan Desert.
Jessie said, please be careful, Huang.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Kenny asked, what does the farmer grow in the village? I believe some grapes, some melons, walnuts, dates, corns, the materials they use for painting as well. Oh, 是吗? All right. Let's have a quick look at all these paintings. Melons, my favorite. One of my favorite fruits. Okay. I also love grapes a lot.
Sunset party.
Yes, the sunset party. And you can tell that the farmers, they also pay a lot of attention to the shadows that they would like to use in their painting. I would say that's a professional skill. How dare those professional painters, professional artists say that they are not talented at all? All right, also dancing. Mm-hmm.
这个我跳的真的很狂，
是不是
？Wild.
You know, wild, to show their wildness. So even though in this dark, from this dark shadow, you can see the colorful dress of this beautiful Uyghur lady. And pomegranate, this lady is holding a basket of pomegranates. You know, here in Xinjiang, there is a famous saying goes, like, people of all the different ethnic minority groups should hold together like pomegranate seeds.
Look at that.
It's just a very famous saying here in Xinjiang, because you know it's home to different kinds of different ethnic groups. And also here in China, we have 56 ethnic groups in total living together in the country. What are they doing with the bowls?
Dancing?
Maybe. So this is also the picture that shows people of different ethnic groups dancing together, having fun together.
Kenny said
that is a lovely saying. Yes. Yeah, you know, pomegranate seeds, how romantic.
Correct.
Yes. Okay, any more paintings? Any more paintings over there? I think that's the last batch of the paintings we're going to appreciate today. Ayo. Okay. Oh, you know, Una is so professional. Yeah, she is the professional cameraman in the world, the most professional cameraman in the world. All right. So is this the root of the Euphratica, the populous Euphratica tree?
I don't know. Maybe.
But we will travel to the populous Euphratica forest in the coming days. So there we will tell you some story about that tree, that special tree that can survive in the Taklamakan desert. And we will also tell you something about the spirit we call Huyang Jingshen, or the populous Euphratica tree spirit here in China. What does that mean? So stay tuned. We will show you in the coming days. And here, here you can see that these pictures are showing the modern life people are enjoying here in the village, in the county, in Marquette County. So after they finish the harvest, people are sitting together, having a rest, and playing different instruments, singing and performing. And that one, I think people are doing trades with each other to try to, you know, sell their goats or sheep. That is that Dolan sheep, the famous Dolan sheep. Do you know there is something about the Dolan sheep that, you know, let's take a closer look. Here, this is the famous Dolan sheep. What makes it famous is actually its price. You know, with this unique look, people once bid more than $2 million for the Dolan sheep. $2 million.
One?
Yes.
Okay.
For one.
Okay.
It actually is an alien-looking sheep, but
It's long nose.
with long nose, has rounder ears, smaller heads, higher noses, just like the Uyghur people here. They have bigger eyes and higher noses than Han people.
Yes.
So here you can tell a beautiful environment, scenery in the county. The flowers, the trees, and here this is the teaching building. So I believe this is a school. The teaching building, very clean, very neat, and the dormitory building, and the students are playing basketball. So you can tell this is an environmental friendly place for you to settle down. Here also, people are celebrating harvest, wearing different costumes, and with the fans and the drum. And here, accordion. Accordion is also one of their favorite instruments here in Xinjiang. All right, another trade for Dolan sheep. Oh, take a look. How much? How much are they going to pay for this one sheep? That's a lot of money, right? What a beautiful community it is. What a beautiful community. What a beautiful village. So, also here, like we said, high-speed train, expressway, and oh, that's the airport. They do have an airport in the county. In this small county, they have an airport. That's amazing. That's amazing. And the water is really clean. This also shows the scenery of the county. Have supermarkets, hospital, kindergarten, service hall, and the village. The people are. This is a square dance here. The local style square dance here in Market. So I believe this shows that they now have the access to internet. So you know, on the way to the modern, to the common prosperous, no one will be left behind in the country. All right, so that's all of the paintings we have enjoyed today. This one? All right. So I think we shall stop here. We have arrived here in Market County. It's in southern part of Xinjiang, and if you followed our trip, you will know that we are on a 8,000 meter long journey here in Xinjiang, all the way from the northern part to the southern part. And we've already showed you the beautiful natural landscapes, including the Cocktail Cay mine pit, the Kanas Natural Reserve. We've also met a lot of people of different ethnic groups, including the Mongolian, the Kazakhs, the Uyghurs, and also Dolan people. Dolan people is also a branch of Uyghur people. So we do have about 2 weeks to show you more about this amazing wonderland in Xinjiang. So stay tuned. We have a lot to share with you today and every day. See you next time. Bye bye.